Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources. Updating daily noontime New York City.
Global economy.
August 1st. 10:45 America, New York. Sri Lanka's crisis highlights the importance of budget transparency. To avoid civil unrest, governments should discuss spending decisions with the public. BBC News Business.
August 1st. 10:41 America, New York. How much do women footballers get paid? BBC analysis shows a wide gap between leading male and female players' wages, but could that be able to change?
BBC News Business.
August 1st. 10:35 America, New York. New property register aims to stop money laundering. The move is part of economic sanctions in response to the Russian invasion of Ukraine.
Daily FX Market News.
August 1st. 10:15 America, New York. Is a manufacturing activity cools, but weakens less than expected, prices paid collapse. U.S. manufacturing activity weakened less than expected in July, but continued to slow down, a sign that the economic outlook is not yet improving.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
August 1st. 10:12 America, New York. Celsius energy drink gets $550 million investment from PepsiCo. Deal with Celsius Holdings, which has a market capitalization of more than $6 billion, expands the soda and snacks company's bet on the energy drinks market.
Wall Street Journal Markets. August 1st. 9:54 America, New York. HSBC woos investors big and small. HSBC is working hard to convince its largest shareholder, Ping An, that it is better off as a single company. Other investors are unlikely to object to its means of persuasion, which include higher cash returns. Wall Street Journal Markets.
August 1st. 9:40 America, New York. Beijing bets the house on infrastructure. As Chinese factories and the housing market stumble again, the silence from Beijing is deafening.
New York Times Business.
August 1st. 9:30 America, New York. Judge says Visa cannot escape Pornhub-related lawsuit. Visa faces questions about whether it enabled a porn site to profit from images of child sexual abuse, and both MasterCard and Visa face a new antitrust suit from Disney. Profiting from bad behavior?
Daily FX Market News. August 1st. 9:15 America, New York. DAX 40 rallies as poor German data fails to dampen the mood. The index continued its rally higher from last week as global sentiment improved, while poor German data failed to quell the move higher.
Wall Street Journal Markets.
August 1st. 9 o'clock America, New York. IRS changes guidelines for inherited IRAs, causing confusion and pushback. Some choose to take a big tax hit now rather than deal with 10 years of calculations.
Daily FX Market News.
August 1st. 8:30 America, New York. Markets week ahead. S&P 500, US dollar, gold, AUD, USD, GBP, USD, RBA, BO, NFP. It is another busy week ahead for traders, with several potentially high-impact events that could shift market sentiment and Fed rate hike bets. July closed out with strong gains for risk assets.
Global economy.
August 1st. 8:24 America, New York. German retail sales fall by largest rate on record. Decline highlights scale of challenge facing Eurozone's largest economy.
Global economy.
August 1st. 7 o'clock America, New York. How foreign money is still fueling abuses in Xinjiang. Plus, the world reacts to the ISSB's draft standards.
New York Times Business.
August 1st. 5 o'clock America, New York. Who's to blame for a factory shutdown? A company, or California? The closing of a meatpacking plant near downtown Los Angeles has left its workers reeling and amplified questions about doing business in the state. They're kicking us out with no answers, said Teresa Robles, who has worked at the factory for 4 years.
BBC News Business.
August 1st. 3:11 America, New York. JD Sports loses millions in forced foot asylum sale. The sportswear chain has sold the retailer after just 3 years following competition concerns.
New York Times Business. August 1st. 3 o'clock America, New York. How some parents changed their politics in the pandemic. They were once Democrats and Republicans. But fears for their children in the pandemic transformed their thinking, turning them into single-issue voters for November's midterms. A rally against vaccine and mask mandates in Washington, D.C., in January.
Marginal revolution.
August 1. 204 America, New York. Are utilitarians more conformist? Individuals tend to conform to the group's moral judgments even without the presence of the group's members. Individuals' moral inclination affects their conformity tendency.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
July 31. 1500 America, New York. Economy week ahead. Hiring and trade in focus. The Labor Department is expected to report that job openings declined for the third consecutive month in June but remained historically elevated.